deliberate on these areas very, very. Respected colleagues, my name is Right Honorable Dumnamene Deko. Expectations of the host communities have been that of very unfair treatment and injustice. We all are aware of the level of crass deprivation these people have suffered since the discovery of oil in their domains. Despite the riches, neither the oil companies nor government has shown strong will in addressing the common needs of these host communities. People have felt little or no impact of the government and oil communities who derive so much revenue from these communities, that is the oil prospecting companies and all that, in their land. And yet, there's nothing or very little to show for it. The government and oil companies have not been able to tackle the people's problems to their satisfaction, hence the agitation. Their social and economic problems are far from being addressed. A visit to these areas will reveal utter neglect, abandonment, etc. How can a people so endowed with so much gain little or nothing? To this extent, this committee is set up by this House to address some of these long-standing yearnings and agitations of the people. And I commend the Speaker and the leadership of this Parliament in putting this committee together with an attempt to addressing most of those problems.
Members of the committee, the press.
So at this point, I will have to ask our brothers in the media. Seeming silence by the Nigerian state and the failure to intervene and protect the vulnerable people of the host communities is a violation of their rights. The non-compliance with the universally accepted standard and safety procedures often employed by the oil companies in their exploration activities are gross mark of negligence about the welfare of the people. This has led to, among other things, contaminating water from oil facilities, which demeans their right to health, evicting people by force from their homes, their right to adequate housing, non-declaration of the likely health implication arising from oil installations and their activities, absolute denial of means of livelihood. Fostering sustainable prosperity within the host communities will be part of what these committees will try to achieve. And, deliberate on these areas very, very